Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I asked on my Instagram for people to send in questions and I got quite a few back, so that's what I'm going to do today. The first question is from Outer Jimin and they asked, what's your first collection? I used to collect CDs actually. I used to collect like jewel case CDs with like Taylor Swift, the Jonas Brothers, Coldplay, just like a bunch of different artists I used to like before I got into K-pop, and then when I got into K-pop I started collecting K-pop albums. So I would say albums are like the first collection I ever had. Please excuse the mess over here, it's turned into like a little JK shrine. And actually I will be having to get a new binder very soon. This is literally about to burst at the seams and I'm not a big fan of that, so I will be getting a new binder soon. I can make a video of me like moving everything to the new binder. I don't know how fun that'll be, but I could totally do a video on that. Chim's Trades asked, and if you don't know Chim's Trades, she does have a YouTube and I will link it below. She is one of my favorite YouTubers to watch. I highly recommend her channel. It's Cherry Chim on YouTube. But Chim's Trades asked if I have ever thought about dropping my BTS collection. Not the full thing. I've never wanted to drop my entire collection because I actually really enjoy collecting. But I have thought about downsizing to maybe just having Jungkook instead of having Jin, but I do love Jin so much that I just continue to keep him, and I'm also very attached to my OT7 sets, so I can't really see myself doing it, even though it's still kind of in the air. As you can see, like, I don't have Jin for everything for album cards, so if I were to drop Jin it wouldn't be that many cards, but it's still an option. I have thought about it. The next questions are from Jimin's Promise _ and I love their Instagram. I'm gonna link it below. It's one of my favorite Instagram collection accounts. I love looking at her photos so much. They're just beautiful. Do you prefer collecting sets or individual members? I love collecting OT7 sets. I think it's one of like my favorite things to do. Like, this is just beautiful. Love collecting OT7, but I do also mainly collect individual members, so probably individual members because I have more of their cards and I think it's the easiest versus OT7, but I love just how beautiful OT7 looks together. She also asked, what's the story of how you got your favorite item? I have a lot of favorite items. Like I said, I'm very attached to my collection. Almost every card in my binder has a story, which is one of the biggest reasons why I love collecting. Honestly, like, it's just so fun to think like these, you know, they are pieces of paper, but like these pieces of paper have a story behind them, and I just love that about this so much. One of like my all-time favorite items is the Jungkook hollow photo card from Fifth Muster. It's beautiful. The story of how I got it was, honestly, it's a year old now. Wow. Wait, happy birthday to this photo card. I got it last year. I was around when this merch was actually released. Like, I was in the fandom, I was aware of it, but I wasn't collecting. Long story short, I found someone selling the full set of it, like all 3 units, and I quickly texted 2 of my friends and I was like, hey, do you guys want the other units? We can split this like a mini go. And they did, so I was able to get Jungkook and I sent them Yoonjin and Namkoots, and I was pretty happy with it because I was able to get it for a cheaper price than it goes for now. But I do love like my little Jungkook page going here. My other favorite item is my signed Jungkook album. It is HYYH Part 1. I'm very grateful to have it, and I'm super grateful to the seller because she was just an angel. She was so nice. She sold it to me for probably cheaper than most people will find it. I was very lucky to even find it because I had been on the tags and I saw like Wish to Sell, BTS, and I saw this and I was like, what if I just went for it? I was able to DM them, they accepted my offer, and we talked about it and she sent it to me. It is one of the M-Wave albums, so it was a bit cheaper than what some of the other signed albums go for. Final favorite item is Jimin's Fire broadcast. It is in this picture frame and it sits on my desk. Fire era / Young Forever Jimin is one of my favorites of all time, and I was very grateful to find a Courtney, who has a YouTube channel, BTS Potato. She was selling it in a group order, and I was able to claim Jimin. Last few set of questions are a bit because they're from my friends, and they both sent me like a good amount of questions. Mary, who is Jimin's Shelf, I will link her YouTube channel as well as her Instagram. She said, what is your favorite merch to collect? My favorite merch to collect is mini photo cards. I don't know if it's an unpopular opinion, but I personally love mini photo cards. I find so much joy in collecting them. I will say some sets are definitely harder than others, but I'm very much aware of my limits with budgeting and stuff, so I know what sets are worth the time and effort versus others. Like this one, I know I will eventually finish it. It's just gonna take some time. I never thought I would have this set, and I do, and I'm so grateful. It's just beautiful. I really just love mini photo cards. It was one of the biggest reasons I got into collecting. When the Speak Yourself, the final merch came out, I wanted these photo cards so badly, and at the time I just didn't really understand the whole thing with merch collecting, but I had like picked up a few of these during that time. Both Mary and my other friend asked like what inspired me / why did I start collecting. I was inspired by YouTubers. Back in 2019, I saw a lot of YouTubers were doing unboxings and photo card storing videos. I'm very much aware of like the YouTube community of collections, and I really loved the idea, so I made my own videos. Like I've been filming videos like this since 2019. I just never uploaded them until this year. I was really nervous to get into the whole YouTube community, but it's been really fun. But basically with collecting, I just really wanted certain merch items, and then I found out that there was like a huge community behind it, so that's why I went for it. In 2019 I started collecting their albums, and it kind of like led to photo card collecting from there. Okay, we're back to this binder. My friend Jikook's picks Origin with Love. She has like two different ones that she asked me questions on. She asked me a few questions. She asked, what is my favorite album PC set? Tier Y is my all-time favorite OT7 set. I just love outdoor photos so much. I love outdoor concepts. I love the golden hour that some of them have. It's just beautiful. My other favorite set is HYH Part 1 and Young Forever. As I said, I love outdoor photos. The Polaroid style was so cute. This JK photo card is everything, and this group card is also everything. But HYH Part 1, I really loved the concept of just having so many pictures in one photo card, and this group card is iconic. A really cute story behind HYH Part 1 is I pulled every single one of these, and they are my bias line, so I'm very attached to it, and it's also the album I have signed by JK, so HYH Part 1 just really holds a lot of special meaning to me. I pulled JK first, then I bought another copy and got Jimin, and then a long time later I bought just another copy to do a giveaway, and I had given away the pink version and I got to keep a white version, and I pulled Jin in it, which was just crazy because like what if the person had asked for the white version? They would have had Jin, but like they picked the pink version, so I ended up getting Jin. I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy, and it was meant to be. So I did not pull this one. I did trade. I had an extra Jimin, so I traded. I do love this set so much, and it just holds such a special place in my heart to know that I pulled my bias line for an album I love so much. Favorite PC for every member. I don't have a lot of photo cards for every member, but some of my favorites I have are back here. For Namjoon, this is my favorite photo card. I love it so much. It's so cute. I did pull it in my lucky draws back in when Be Essential came out. This Hobie is one of my all-time favorite cards as well. Look at him. I love Hobie so much. This Yoongi. My favorite Tae photo card is one of his DVD cards. I love Tae's DVD cards so much. He is just beautiful. This is another favorite Yoongi of mine. And this Tae postcard is so cute. This is one of my favorite Jimin photo cards. My favorite Jimin photo card is this one, which is from I Need You. It's the calendar version, but it's just gorgeous. Honestly, for Jimin and JK, I cannot pick one. I really just love their photo cards so much. This is my all-time favorite JK photo card. I treasure it forever. Mary actually asked me, I just forgot to answer it, what is a card that once you got it, you were on cloud 9? I have to say these two were one of the biggest surprises in my life because I had not expected to pull them, and I pulled both of them. The reaction I had, it was so funny because I was just like, I saw him and then I opened the next one and I saw him and I was like, oh, there's no way, there's no shot. Like, I thought someone was pranking me because I just couldn't believe I had pulled my biases. Like, that was insane. But in the case of like waiting for a card to like actually get to me, it was 100% this card. I cannot even explain the journey that this card sent me on. I mean, it was just insane. It took months to get this card. I felt like I could breathe again as soon as it was in my hands. It was crazy. The hardest PC/item to find at the moment, it is BTS World. It is JK's Limited. If anyone has it or even knows someone selling it, please let me know. It is so hard to find for under $100. Like, to know that like I could have had it a long time ago because I was going to buy the BTS World Limited set and I just didn't because at the time I didn't have the money. I got Jimin's for like $8 and I can't seem to find JK's anywhere, at least reasonably priced. It just feels like it's impossible, and for what? It's literally a card that was in a set and they're pricing it like it's a rare single card that you pulled. Like, it's definitely been the hardest one for me to find. I hope this was somewhat entertaining and a good way to get to know me, as I've never really spoke on this channel. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed. Bye!